I'm your member of provincial parliament, and this is our first live Holipalooza. It's our first live holiday festival. We started these in 2020 during the pandemic. We've done 3 online, and this will be the first one that we actually do live. And it's wonderful to have people actually in this space. And before I go too far, I just want to can we give a round of applause to Federico and Andrea from the Benway Studio, who have invited us into their space this afternoon.
Sorry, I don't know where your ear is.
So we've got an incredible lineup this afternoon. As you can see right here, we've got the Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra, string quartet. They're going to be performing momentarily. We've got Chris Birkett and Richard Todd. We've got Paul David and Phusion Band, and we've got Newchoir. So we've got 4 different performances in between. We've got, it's going to be lots of fun. There are activities, if you've got children, there are activities at the back table. You can make a Christmas ornament or some coloring pages. The food is at the back. And I was talking to people about, whether they want to move up to the front. They said they kind of like the back because it's closer to the food. I totally understand. Oh, okay. Move this a little bit closer. Let's see. So we'll begin with land. We acknowledge that we are located on the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Chippewa, and the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples. And this land is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13, the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island. And we're grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. And it's such a beautiful opportunity to get together, this afternoon and celebrate the holidays that are coming up. I think we all could use a break. I don't know about you guys, but it's been kind of busy at Queen's Park these days. And looking forward to the holidays. Anyways, without further ado, I want to introduce Nat Medici. He's the manager in government relations. I'm of government relations at the Toronto Symphony Orchestra. I met Nat and Mark Williams. Mark Williams is the new CEO at the Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra just over a year ago. When Mark was just hired as the new CEO, one of the things that impressed me about the vision that they were talking about for this from the TSO, and I also want to acknowledge Roberta Smith. Roberta Smith, also from the TSO. There she is up back. She's waving her hand. Okay. She's the vice president of the TSO. So one of the things, the TSO is 100 years old. It celebrated its 100th anniversary a year ago. And Mark Williams was brought in, and he and Matt, they were talking about this vision that, the TSO, the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, is here for the community. That the idea of it is to both develop young musicians, not just for the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, but for orchestras across Toronto, across North America. And many of these Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra musicians end up in many, many different orchestras, but also to come out to the community. And the beauty of this is that we get to benefit as community members, we get to benefit from some of the incredible musicianship. And I was talking very briefly to the quartet. They've been together for a week, and I heard them rehearsing, and they were as tight as any band that I've ever heard together. So I want to introduce Matt. He's going to tell you a little bit more about the new quartet we're about to hear from. Come on up.
Substantially shorter than MPP Chris. Thank you. My name is Director of Government Relations at the TSO. Williams and Director, all of us at the TSO. I want to say thank you to MPP Glover for asking us to perform at this wonderful event. And thanks for all of you who came out to celebrate this time of year and to be together. The Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra is 101 years old, and this season actually marks the 50th anniversary of the Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra. This is a tuition-free program that develops the musicians of tomorrow. I think I comfortable in saying, when you hear Canada's newest string quartet, you are going to be duly impressed at the sheer joy of the playing, the quality of the musicianship. I also want to say that, we say this very often at the TSO. We're the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, but we're Toronto's Symphony Orchestra. We are here because you are here. It is for you that we play, and it is for you that we do all that we do in the community. So I want to say once again, thank you to MPP Glover and his team, especially Nancy, who did so much to make this possible. And then I would like to introduce my friend Chloe, who is going to introduce members of Canada's newest string quartet and tell you a little bit about what you're going to hear.
Thank you, Matt. So hello everyone. My name is Chloe and I play the cello. This is June on violin, Sally on violin, and Lucas on viola. And we're musicians in the Toronto Symphony Youth Orchestra. So today we will be playing two movements of Mozart's Divertimento in D and the last movement of Dvorak's American String Quartet. You enjoy.
Wow, it's just phenomenal. So this is Sally, Lucas, June, and Chloe. Let's give them another round of applause. You guys are so talented. It's really, really wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to come down here and share your music with us. We're incredibly appreciative. You know, and thank you to Roberta and Mark for bringing them down. I know they actually have to run. They're actually skipping a practice, a rehearsal. Here. But we certainly appreciate you guys taking the time. Thank you guys. Let's give them one more round of applause, guys. Okay, so our next, so before I introduce the next the band that's coming up, I just want to say there are activities for kids at the back. You don't have to stay in your seats the whole time here. There are activities at the tables at the back. There's food at the back, and there's guessing jars over here. And you can see the prizes that are on the table. That could be won if you happen to guess the right number of lollipops in the jar. So if you want to go around and take a look at those things, go for it. Our next musicians are Chris Birkett and Richard Todd. Chris is a good friend, and he lives nearby. He lives in Bathurst Key, and he is an award-winning musician and musical